going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to Mind Over Matter, where passion meets purpose. I'm your host, Nick Storms, and today I have a special guest who's worked with Nike since 2013 and trained with NBA and college athletes. And today, we're going to be diving into elite training and athletes' mentality. And TJ right here, he's into that. He's been working at the Nike corporate office, as you mentioned, as I said, 2013. And you also mentioned when we first met, you trained ex-NBA athletes, correct? Hey, man. Welcome to Mind Over Matter. I can't wait to chop it up.
Good to be here. Yeah.
Totally, man. So let's get started. So how did your career start with Nike?
Well, so I started off when I finished playing college basketball, played professional basketball. I wanted to work with athletes, and wanted to work with professionals and young athletes at the same time. Work with a lot of professional athletes, and figured out, you know what, my gift is working with diamonds in the rough, young athletes. I like to get them at an early age. So started off, my company was Ultimate Champions, and started off in Texas, and after a few years of doing that, partnered with Nike to do basketball camps, and just went from there. Yeah.
Nice. For those who don't know who Ultimate Champions are, what is the brand represent?
Ultimate Champions is more what we do is that that's the acronym we use in inspiration, accountability, and motivation. So basically, we every athlete, basketball and volleyball, what we try to do is get them to find their gift. Refine their gift through the game of basketball or volleyball, and just take those skills that they learn and transfer them to life. So
that's really nice. Yeah. So take us back. How did your path start with Nike?
Yeah, like I said earlier. So basically, it's in 2012, 2013 is when when I officially started doing this camp. So I started off in Texas. Doing camps the first year. Then after that, we started doing them in New York, and then we just branched all over the country doing them. So we just finished doing 71 camps this summer, from Denver,
Congrats,
all the way here all the way to New York. So it's been a pretty good relationship with them, and we're constantly growing there. But it started off small. Just wanted to make sure we fine tune what we were doing. We want to make sure we do quality over quantity, and Nike's been great. We've been able to grow with them, so yeah.
Totally. Great brand. I love Nike.
Yeah.
I wear Nike all the time.
Everybody does.
Actually, when I film my doc, I actually want to market Nike, and because I have a lot of tanks.
Nice.
So
okay.
I want to have my guy film a B-roll shot of it.
Nice. Do it, man. Do it.
Totally. Yeah. So I always like to ask this question. What's the What is the biggest misconception people have when it comes to training at the highest level?
Biggest misconception. One misconception would be most people think that you have to. They think that it's a complicated in terms of training. Right. From that standpoint, as me being, I'm a trainer by heart. You don't have to use complicated and super high-level drills to train players. Most young kids think that. They watch YouTube and they see guys with these different sexy, crazy drills. One guy may be jumping into a bucket of water while he's dribbling a tennis ball and a basketball while he's got to keep his eye on one target. That doesn't help. That doesn't always help the basketball player get better.
Nah, I feel like just do it to go viral.
And they do it to go viral.
Yeah,
and those buckets and those tennis balls and those cones are not going to be an actual player. And the misconception is you have to do more of those crazy drills to get better. And then another misconception is you need a lot of different moves to be a great basketball player. You don't have to. You just got to fine tune the basics of what you do and just add to that. If you watch,
add to that. Yeah, I feel like most people focus on the fundamentals, obviously getting fancy with the ball handling and everything. Yeah. It's not really like that.
Yeah.
It's not like you don't have to step on a court and dribble like Kyrie or Steph Curry or anybody like that. Just focus on the basics. Crossover under the legs. But it's also this. Be smart on the court, right?
Yeah.
Hit them with small moves that defenders that won't even know what you're doing. You
just got to read players. That's it.
Yeah.
You got to use your moves that can read players. If you look at most top players in the WNBA and the NBA, they don't have a bunch of crazy moves in there. They have a baseline of what they can do, and they add to that. There's a guy that retired already, named is Manu Ginobili. Ginobili can only go left.
Yeah.
Think about all the filming the NBA does And players have scouting reports at a high level, and they couldn't stop him from going left because guess what? He perfected himself going to that one way. He didn't have 1,000 different moves. He got into being a Hall of Famer. So if you watch great players out
and
there.
And he's an NBA champion, too.
NBA champion, Hall of Famer, living his life right now. But basically, if you watch any NBA player, WNBA player right now, they don't have a lot of things in their bag. They just, whatever they have in their bag, they own it.
They own it.
Yeah.
Totally. They definitely own it. And honestly, looking back to when the Spurs and the Miami Heat, when they played LeBron and D-Wade.
Yeah, I remember that.
Spurs were a special team.
They were a team. They were
the
epitome of what you'd never seen in the NBA. I'm not a huge Spurs fan because I lived there for so long. I'm a fan of players because what happens is teams, they move around. Teams stay the same. Players move around. I just follow players. I'm a trainer at heart. So if I were a coach, I'd be like, I'm locked in one team. So, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Getting on to that other conversation. So, what NBA players you trained before?
There's a few of them. I can't really. That's part of my deal where I work with them because they knew I wouldn't publicize it just to get my name and notoriety. But not to give you any names. I've worked with some guys that are Hall of Famers. I've worked with some guys right now that are currently in the NBA. There's a certain player right now that came out of college, a #1 draft pick. He came out as a defensive player. And he's an offensive juggernaut now because of the things that we worked on. So he's about 6'10", 6'11", and a lot of other guards and also I work with a lot of guards as well. But rest assured you, my experience and my aptitude is as a trainer. So yeah.
Sure. Okay. That's good to hear. Hey, train the pro. It's good. They can learn and benefit from you.
Yeah. So yeah.
Especially training at the highest level too.
Yeah.
Yeah. So my other question is, when developing athletes, right? How much is skill versus mindset?
Depends on the level. So at the lower level, I think mindset, to answer you in a general way, mindset is more important than skill set.
Right.
You can get a guy with an ugly shot and he's knocking shots down versus a guy that has a nice shot and he's not confident with that shot and he's not knocking any shots down. So I think
that's true.
I feel like the mindset, the mental aspect of it, the mental fortitude and confidence is more important. But when you're breaking down players at different levels, at the highest level, it's more mentality because everybody's good. Everybody's great. Everybody's one of the best players of wherever they came from. So it's the mental aspect of it. When you drop down to the lower level, the younger kids, younger level, that's when it's more. You have to spend a little bit more time with their skills so they can build their confidence there. So.
Totally, I agree. And then that actually relates to me when I started playing as a youngin. Shout out to my dad. He always made sure I knew all the fundamentals possible. Obviously, dribbling with left hand, right hand. He wanted me to be ambidextrous.
Gotcha, that's good.
You got to be ambidextrous, in my opinion. Like, it's so, all right, look, you mentioned Mike Ginobili, he was strong with the left. Great player, but it'd be good if you knew right too,
Yeah.
It's just like, what if you have a lockdown defender on you? He knows you're going left all the time.
Yep.
Right? You gotta be able to go right too.
Yep. Exactly.
So the fundamentals I learned, dribbling left hand, dribbling right hand. Especially this is more important. Attacking the basket with your left hand.
Yeah.
Because I always just attack the basket with my right hand. And people lock me down with my right hand. So I had to grind on my left hand every single day. I walked to the store dribbling with my left hand. Man, I did.
No, that's good. That's
I
good.
did some next level jobs.
That's dedication. That's dedication. I tell my daughter all the time, hey, you need to sleep with your boyfriend name should be Wilson or Spalding. That's it, man. Just last name evolution. It's just basically just spend time with that ball. Tell us you're one with that basketball. So when you're dribbling, it doesn't look like you're dribbling. It looks like it's poetry in motion. It looks like you were born with that ball in your hand. That's why with Steph Curry as a shooter, it looks like they look like he's a natural born shooter. He shot so many shots that
greatest shooter of all time.
If you see right now, if you look in the dictionary, there's a picture of him probably shooting. So it's you have to be one with it. You have to be it.
I agree, and then it also relates to Kyrie Irving, one of my favorite basketball players too.
Yeah.
He's a wizard with that basketball.
Yeah.
And you can just see it. Like I'm sure he dribbles every day. That's how his handle's so great.
Yeah. It's just. When skill meets talent and hard work combines the both, you become great.
Yeah, I agree. So another Nike question. I don't know if you could say it in the public, but I still want to ask just in case. what's something behind the scenes that people don't see in Nike?
That's a general question. What do you mean?
So, okay, what I mean is, like, for example, everybody loves to wear Nike,
Yep,
right?
yep.
Everybody, like, there's been, you even mentioned there's camps, Nike camps,
Yep.
the Nike corporate office, Nike sneakers, Nike shorts,
Yep.
right? I'm just curious, like, is there anything that, like, or matter of fact, any new cool accessories or clothing that Nike's coming out with this year?
So just to kind of help you out, what I'm not into the clothing side of things, and I'm more of a my job. I do camps only.
Oh, you do camps only.
I
Oh,
only
okay.
do
I thought
camps.
you knew like the behind the scenes.
I don't know
too.
the behind the scenes stuff. I wish I can tell you that stuff. It sounds cool, but I stay in my lane.
Stay in
I don't
your
know.
lane.
I don't think about the clothing. We may get some stuff in. Obviously that's the company that we do camps for. But basically, I don't know a lot about the clothing there. I don't know. I'm just like you when it comes down to that stuff. So
That's
I know
true.
about the basketball aspect of it, but
Okay,
and
yeah.
volleyball. There we go.
Basketball,
So,
volleyball, yeah.
So that's it. But I'm not the guy for that.
Not the guy for that.
Yeah.
Okay. Hey, I mean, I didn't know. But
No, that's
I just
okay.
wanted to ask,
No.
yeah. Out of
But I do like
curiosity.
those new jaws though. Those new Ja Morants are nice. Yeah.
Oh yeah, John Morant.
That's
He
probably
came
his
up with some
best
dope, yeah.
design. Yeah, he came around on those. Yeah.
Totally, man. Yeah. So how about I gotta go one. For anybody out there that's willing to chase a dream, right?
Yeah.
Or chase a career, what's some advice you would give them?
You have to pour whatever you have a dream for. I mean,
Mhm.
obviously you have that dream in your heart for a reason. You can't just look at it and say, "Oh, I got this dream," and everybody. No, you have that dream. That same dream that you have, everybody else doesn't have that dream.
Right.
So my advice to them is to whatever that dream is, it's always going to be a dream. It won't be reality until you combine that work and constantly pursue it. You have to visualize that. First of all, you get a clear picture of what that dream is, what it looks like, what you look like when fulfilled in that dream, and then you work toward that every day. And I can honestly tell you that won't be any balance. People say, "Yeah, you gotta have a balanced life. You gotta do this." If you're pursuing a dream or a passion, there's no balance. You got to go all in. You can't go to parties. You can't do. All your friends are going to be doing different things. You're going to want to go do this. Everything changes. You have to pursue that passion or that vision or that dream with every part of your being if you want to see it come to reality.
Yeah. And that's like it kind of relates to obviously like the college journey.
Yeah.
A lot of people come into college, and I see this from my perspective too, that they come in. And, okay, they have fun. Obviously, in college, you're supposed to have fun.
Yeah.
That's fun. But they mainly party and not focus on their studies, and that's a problem.
Yeah, that's tough. So
Yeah.
what happens is when you get to college and everybody, as a college athlete, everybody gets to college. And if you're recruited and you got there, you're the best of the best wherever you're from. So you're getting there with everybody else. You don't have that same advantage you have in high school where you're the best player on the team. Everybody else is kind of below you. No, you're with the best of the best. So you have to have some type of edge. And in college, what happens is you're going to have a situation where hey, everybody's good as you, but you got to wait. Something's going to happen. How long can you stand there and stick it out? So you may have somebody flunk off, but if you stay strong, you're going to be fine. You may have somebody get injured. You step up. So you got to stay focused. You have to stay focused.
Always. You got to stay
Always.
concentrated. You can't get distracted.
You can't. You went there.
You
You got a scholarship to play ball at a school, and so you didn't go. You didn't get a college scholarship to go party. You can do that later. Once you get all the accolades, that's when you can do that. But that has to come after.
Absolutely. I learned that the best way too.
Yeah.
And I tell you, I had some friends who love to go to college parties, and then I'm just like, but I'm saying to myself, I even said this to them personally. I'm like, okay, guys, hold on. Let's take a step back real quick. College parties is cool and all, but where's the studies?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Where's your vision? What do you want to do after college? You're not gonna be in college forever.
Yeah, exactly.
You gotta have your vision, right? You gotta stay locked in, mentally, physically, everything, right? The one thing I always said to myself when I go to college is I need to have a vision and I need to have an idea on what I want.
Yeah,
for my
exactly.
life, And like I said, partying is cool and all, but that's not gonna be your life. Partying doesn't get you money. Partying doesn't educate you at all.
Party comes last.
Comes last.
The party comes last. Nobody parties. Think about it. When they have championship games, they don't have a party before. They have a party after. After the job is done, after the goal is completed, then you can go party, but not before. Not before. Metaphorically, literally. The whole thing. You don't party before. Can't be the main thing.
You can't.
Yeah.
You can't, because again, it relates to what I said before. What is it gonna do for you in life? Okay, I get it, laughing and smiling, but again, focus on yourself, focus on your career. Once you're successful, then party.
Yeah, exactly. That's how it goes.
But I feel like, and there's no disrespect to any college students that are focusing. Congrats to you. I'm just saying in general for everybody else. If you're focusing on partying more than your academics, that's a problem.
You got so many guys that come back and tell you, yo, I should have done this. I shouldn't have partied so much. I should have you got so many guys. I should have listened to Kobe. You got a guy right now that's killing everybody one-on-one. I was in the league, got blackballed. He told me man, I should have listened to Kobe. Man, I should not have partied so much. I shouldn't have done this, shouldn't have done that. I would have still been in the league. You could miss out on the bag. And so you got to, I think it takes a special person to go in and it's just discipline. If you're disciplined, you're going to be fine.
That's it.
A special person to just be disciplined and say, you know what, I'm going to abstain. Because think about it. You're coming from high school, going to college, parents aren't around, everybody else doing the same thing.
That's what I was saying, right?
Everybody having fun, yo, let's do this. You know what I mean? You want to just wild out too. But you can't, man. You got to say, yo, what am I sacrificing for this? So that's how it goes.
That's how it goes, right?
Yeah.
And I want to talk about this too. You ever had somebody that came up to you, right, and said, hey, what do you want to do with your life, right? Mm-hmm. And they say, get money.
I've never heard of. I've seen that. I'm like,
yo, hold on. I want to get into this conversation. So somebody asked me what I want to do. I said what I wanted to do, right? I asked them back, what do you want to do? And they said, get money. And I'm like, okay, we're doing what? Right?
Yeah.
So then that's when I realized they took us. And again, this is I'm not gonna name the person, but this person loved the party.
Yeah.
Right. He loved the party, he loved the slack, he was slacking on his academics, everything. I'm like, okay, that's the goal in life, money, right? But what are you going to do to get there? What are you going to do to motivate yourself to lock in? And what are you going to do that's going to sustain your future? I looked at him in the eye. I'm like, what are you going to do? You can't just say, get money.
Yeah.
It's foolish.
Yeah, it's so general.
Yeah.
What are you going to do tomorrow? I don't know, wake up. That's the same thing. I don't know.
It's the same.
You got to have
that's our generation, though. That's my generation.
I think that's your, but we say that, but I think every generation is different, but they all have the same. If you look at every generation, there's the same type of people in every type of generation. I can tell you, my generation, same thing. So they'll say the same thing: get money or get rich. The terminology may be different, but they got the same thing. But
get rich, get flashy cars.
Get rich. That I want to get this. I want to get that. I want to be rich. I'm like, how are you gonna get that? I don't know. I'm gonna just get that. You gotta have. You don't know. So that means that's like me saying, hey, yo, I want to go to the Poconos. How am I gonna get there? I don't know, but I want to go. I don't. I gotta
transportation.
What type of transportation? How am I going to get there?
Yeah.
How long is it going to take?
How much money
am I going to need to get there? Or what is it going to take me to get there? It's the same thing. You got to have a reason. You got to have a way to do it.
You got to have a way to do it.
And you're going to stay there? How long are you going to stay rich, So get money.
That's a fact. Money don't last forever.
No, you got to protect it.
The
toughest thing for people that are wealthy is people think, oh, they got a great life. They're trying to protect their money and they're trying to grow it.
And that's
more stressful than getting the money. It's a different step. You bust your butt to go get the money, and then all of a sudden next year, okay, I got to protect it. I got to make it grow
I got to secure it.
Everybody's coming after me. You think about everybody, all the celebrities, somebody's always suing you. Somebody's always coming after your back. You got to have a body. You got to have all those different things.
Yeah. Celebrities are targets. Yeah.
You're a target. So people want you. You got family members coming after you. They want your money. You got envious friends you got so many different things after you. So
envious friends. So
those are the people it's worse. If somebody doesn't like me, cool. But if somebody envy me, that's the worst.
That's the worst.
Yeah.
I don't mind being liked, but
but if the envy is usually your friend.
Yeah. Especially somebody you trusted.
Somebody you trust. They saw they've been pocket watching you. They think they should have been in your spot. Yeah.
But I'll tell you what, it's jealousy.
Yeah.
Jealousy.
Insecurity and jealousy, and also that should have been me. Yeah.
I should have been you, but should have never gave up. That's just how I think of it. You know, you gotta pursue your dream. You gotta pursue your dreams like there's no tomorrow.
Yeah, exactly.
You gotta keep going. You can't stop. You gotta persevere through any obstacle that life throws at you.
Yep, exactly.
You know, I learned that the hard way, and I even said this to in my other episode. When life throws you curveballs, you gotta pivot.
Yeah, that's part of life. That's a reason I look at life as this, man. There's a reason people say that's the reason why everything happens. Everything that happens to you is supposed to happen to you because everything is you. If you look at life as a movie script, it's a script. And you can change the script up. You can rewire. You can do it, but some things you can't change. You have to go through it. You can't look at it like, why is this happening to me? That's the script that was when you were born. That's a script that was given to you. That was down. That's the life you have to live. And if you look at it like that, it's easy to make the pivots.
It's easy.
Yeah. So.
Totally. And yeah, man. Like it's just foolish. Like I can't even take them serious when they say something to me like that. Get money. Oh yeah, I don't know. I'm gonna get there.
Yeah.
Come on, man. At least sound more civilized.
Yeah.
Like, okay, how about this? Yeah, man. You know, this where it really should start. Find something you're passionate about, right? Turn it into your hobby. Just find something you love to do, right? And you could do something with it. Like, for example, basketball. You could work for a basketball company if the NBA doesn't work out.
Yeah.
You know? Because not everything's going to go your way. Some people chase plan A so much that they don't know what's going to... They don't know if plan A doesn't work out, what's your plan B?
Yeah.
And that's another conversation I want to get into.
So some people think about the guy, like, just, for instance, if a guy comes up and he wants to go to the NBA, all of a sudden he doesn't get drafted, he's not good enough. Hey, you can still get to the NBA. Guess what? You can get there. You can work for the NBA office. You can work to be a trainer.
That's it. It's just taking different routes.
You're still going to get to the NBA. You may not be that guy on the court, but you can help that guy on the court. So you can still get there. Just got to be creative.
Anything's possible.
Yeah, exactly.
Anything's possible. And I get making NBA is really hard, and it's not guaranteed, but you can still pursue your dreams. Staying connected to the game that you love. And that's like with baseball, football, all the other sports, soccer. You know, you can still stay connected to what you love to do.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, I just think that some athletes, they just, you know, okay, I get it. It's hurtful because they wanted plan A so bad that they didn't know they would be in this position. I get that. It's hard. It's hard to overcome that, but at the same time, hey, again, everybody viewing this. Not everything's going to go your way. You got to take different routes. You got to have a plan B.
Yeah, you got to. We're going to have to wrap it up. We got to get out of here.
Perfect timing. Honestly, good video right here. Hey, man, I appreciate you so much.
Yep, no problem, brother. Hey, appreciate you. Good luck this year in college.
Hey, appreciate that, man.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Yep. And with all that being said, that wraps it up for Mind Over Matter. Make sure you guys stay tuned for more episodes coming soon. Later, everybody.